Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, the 20th of January 2021. First up, boys and girls in senior infants, we're going to correct yesterday's homework. So I'd like you to open up page 67 in your Just Phonics now, please. Yesterday you had to find your special friend OI hidden in the list of letters. Then you had to look at the letters before and after to figure out what hidden letters you could find. The first one you should have found was foil. My mom wraps my sandwich in tin foil and puts it in my lunchbox. Next word you should have found was point, point. I point with my finger at the correct answer. The third word was join. I joined the dots with my pencil. Join. Join means to link two things together. And last one was soil. I plant a seed in the soil so it will grow and become a flower. Oil. And if you can see here, boys and girls, the word oil is hidden in the word foil and soil. You should have found 4 words all together, so give those a tick if you did. Here you should have traced in your word toy, lets, toilets. And then below you should have written I use the girls' toilets or I use the boys' toilets. Whichever word you wrote in there should have matched your gender. So give that a tick if you wrote in either girls or boys, and remember to trace in your sentence. Next up was activity D. All you had to do here was trace your special friend and sound out the word. Spoil. My parents spoil me. The word oil is hidden in spoil. Moist. I like a moist chocolate cake. It's like when a cake isn't too dry. It's nice and soft. That's moist. It's an adjective. Next word, joint. Oh look, I can see the word join is hidden in joint. Joint is a part of your body where 2 bones meet. Okay? So where your lower leg and your upper leg meet, that's a joint. Where your ankle and your lower leg meet, that's another joint. Give yourself a smiley face, fine face, or sad face to show me how you think you did. Well done, boys and girls. Next up, boys and girls, today we're going to be doing our phonics and we're continuing with the oi sound, but today we are doing it in our Over the Moon book, page 64. So open up page 64 in your Over the Moon book now, please. First, you have to ring the pictures that have the oi sound. So this is a balloon. Balloon. Does it have the oi sound? No, so I'll cross it out. Here the kettle is going to boil the water. Boil. Does it have the oi sound? It does, so I'll circle it. Here you have to trace in your oi special friends and match the correct word to the correct picture. So for example, coins. Where's the picture of the coins? Aha, here. So I draw a line to match it. Here you have to look at the picture and figure out the word. This is a coin. This is foil that you wrap your sandwich in. And here the boy will point at the correct answer. And then you sound out each sound in your word. K, oi, n. And remember, your line is showing your special friend. Then at the bottom of the page, I want you to underline or color in your special friends. And then I want you to read your paragraph out loud to somebody at home. Best of luck, boys and girls. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to start by correcting yesterday's spellings. So, this was a picture of a pot. So you should have colored the second word in the list. Tick A if you got that correct. This is a mop. You should have colored the first word. This is a boy. You should have colored the third word. This is a cot. It's a type of bed where a baby sleeps. This is the top of the mountain. You should have circled the third word. The poor girl is very hot. You should have circled or colored the second word. Here the girl can hop. The first word. And this is a picture of a girl, which is G-I-R-L. You should have colored the second word. Now we're going to move on to our spellings tonight. Your first one, get your super speller fists ready, boys and girls. Lot. I have a lot of toys. Number 2. Pot. I must be careful to put the handle of the pot facing the back wall. What type of a word is pot? It's a noun, so colour it yellow, please. Next word, rot. The food will rot if you leave it out of the fridge. That rot means when something's going off. It's a doing word, so colour it red, please. And then your activity tonight, you have to match your words. So first you must look at the shape of the words that you're trying to match. So here in my first box, I see I have a long letter, 2 small letters, and a tall letter at the end. So first of all, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only one word with 4 letters, but I'll just double check. The first letter is a long letter, yes. The middle letters are small, yes. And the last letter is tall, yes. Therefore, I know it has to be girl. G-R-L. G-I-R-L. And the I-R is a special friend that's making the sound. Now, boys and girls, it's time for our mini oral language lesson. Today, you're going to be learning the definition of the word view. View is a doing word, so it's a verb. To view something means to go and see something. For example, Callum's parents went to view a house that was for sale. View is also a noun because it's a thing. It means an area that can be seen. Another example is Callum had a nice view from his bedroom window. Have you ever sent a postcard to somebody when you're on holidays and it's a picture of a nice view? Or have you ever climbed to the top of a mountain or a hill to view down on the nice surroundings? Now I want you to go and tell your parents the definition of view in your own words. Now time for our Irish lesson, boys and girls. This week we are going to be learning 2 new special words. Gá focal nua speisialta. We are learning bhí, which means was, and the preposition which means on. You are going to play 2 games just like last week to practice reading these new special words. Click this link to practice reading the word bhí, and click this link to practice reading the word air. Shomra Lapa. An seachtain Shakata, bhí níamh sa Shomra Lapa. Cá raibh níamh? Bhí níamh sa Shomra Lapa. Anois, take dtí an Shomra Lapa agus feig leabhar, crayon agus teddy. Cuir leabhar, crayon agus teddy an gcathaoir. Anois buacaillí agus cailíní, cuir míad na folklór nua in ábhartaí le na focal speisialta. Repeat after me. Bhí leabhar an gcathaoir. Bhí leabhar an gcathaoir. Bhí crayon an gcathaoir. Bhí crayon an gcathaoir. Bhí teddy an gcathaoir. Bhí teddy an gcathaoir. Or amháin eile, bhí leabhar an gcathaoir. Your turn. Uimhir dó, bhí crayon an gcathaoir. Your turn. Uimhir trí, bhí teddy an gcathaoir. Your turn. Now, boys and girls, around a hain. We're going to leg naberty. Iver a hain. Vi lower on gahir. Your turn. Iver a do. Vi creon on gahir. Iver a 3. Vi teddy on gahir. Now it's time for our science lesson, boys and girls. You are going to be using the same materials that you used on Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, you sorted material into sets of hard or soft. Yesterday, you sorted materials into sets of flexible or rigid. And today, you're going to be sorting materials into sets of rough or smooth. You can investigate these different materials by rubbing your fingers on the material. Take your time rubbing your fingers slowly along the material. If it feels flat, it is smooth. If it feels bumpy or uneven, it is rough. Click on this link to watch a video showing you more about rough and smooth materials. Remember to upload a photo, or you can upload a video explaining your investigation either. Can't wait to see your hands-on investigations, boys and girls. Nearly time for your movement break again today, boys and girls, but first of all we're going to go back over counting up in twos a little bit quicker today. So we start with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. Now remember, boys and girls, we said yesterday that any number that you can count up to twos in and that the number can be split into two groups evenly without leaving anything left over is called an even number. So I'm colouring in all our even numbers here yellow. While I'm doing that, I want you to have a little think and examine these numbers closely. What do you notice? Do you see any pattern? Tell your parent any pattern that you spot now. Here, boys and girls, did you notice we have 2, 12, 22? The number 2 is in all of these numbers. 4, 14, 24. The number 4 is in all of these numbers. 6, 16, 26. The number 6 is in all of these numbers. 8, 18, 28. The number 8 is in all of these numbers. And 10, 20, 30. The number 0 is in all of these numbers. To help us understand these patterns a bit more clearly, I'm going to write my TU on the top of my numbers. Remember, T stands for tens and U stands for units. In my numbers, when I have two digits, 1, 2, one is a 10 and another is a unit. If you notice here, all my units are ending with 2. All my units here are 4. All my units in this column are 6. All my units in this column are 8. All my units in this column are 0. So, boys and girls, this leaves you in on a little secret clue. If a number ends in the digit 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, well then that number is an even number. So I'll say that one more time. If a number ends in the digit 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then it's an even number. Every number in the whole wide world, if it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, it's an even number. They are great. Let's say this little rhyme together. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, even numbers, they are great. Say it one more time with me. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, even numbers, they are great. One last time, a little louder. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, even numbers, they are great. So now, boys and girls, any time in the whole wide world you see a maths question and it asks you if this number is even or odd, you can tell straight away if the number is even, it will end in the digit 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Now, boys and girls, it's time for our hands-on maths investigation. Today you're going to be investigating the same 3D shapes that you investigated on Monday and Tuesday. On Monday you investigated their faces. Yesterday you investigated their corners or vertices. Today you are going to be exploring their edges. Edges are the lines of a 3D shape. So if you see here, this is a cylinder. It has it has 3 faces, 2 flat faces and 1 curved. All the flat faces of a 3D shape have a line. So on my cylinder, I have 1, 2 edges. Another clue here as well, boys and girls, a sphere has 0 edges. Click the link to watch these 2 videos to help you understand more about the edges of cube, cuboids, cylinder and spheres. Remember to send a photo or a video of your exploration on your Class Dojo learning portfolio. Now it's time for your SPHE lesson. Today you are going to be exploring rules that are in your bedroom that help keep us safe. Remember, it's your own responsibility to take charge of your personal safety at home. I want you to go to your bedroom and identify 2 ways in which an accident could happen, and think of 2 ways you could avoid this accident. If you look at the picture here, there are plenty of examples. Here the window is wide open without any barrier to stop you from falling out. So, how could you avoid this? Well, you could avoid this by locking the window so that it's only slightly open when you are playing in the room. Here you can see the skateboard that is just thrown in the middle of the floor. You could easily trip over it. The way you could avoid this accident is by hanging it up on the wall or leaning it against the wall. Senior infants, your job today is to go to your room and write one rule to help people avoid one of the accidents you've figured out. And first class, I want you to write 2 rules to help you stay safe and avoid accidents in your bedroom. Lots of sensible safety tips have been sent in to me so far, boys and girls, so well done. Finally, boys and girls, it's time to sit back, relax, and listen to your story of the week, Estate Agent to the Rescue, written by Carol Fallon and illustrated by Anya Lynch. Well done today.